made a lot of videos about new construction. We've explained hidden closing costs, predatory contracts, what traps to avoid. We've even made entire videos about where you can find the most affordable new construction. But fall is here. Seasonal price drops are everywhere, and it's time we showed you where to find the best possible deals in new construction. Well, hello, I'm Wendy Pinnell, and there are new construction neighborhoods in Dallas right now selling as low as 76% of their list price. On a $500,000 list price, that's like getting the home for $380,000, like literally saving $120,000. I mean, seriously, interest rates right now are a mind-boggling 7.85%. Buyers need all the help they can get. So today, we're gonna show you where those discounts are. Our first stop was in Rockwall County, where we stopped off at Royce City. After an average of 95 days on the market, new construction homes are selling at an astounding 94% of list price. The population in Royce City is 21,863, and it's growing really fast at a rate of 16% per year. Now, Royce City is 18.3 square miles with your average population density of 1185. So it's not particularly crowded, but it's not going to give you like a sparse, country feeling either. In Royce City, you won't want to miss their Creekshaw and Meadows at Morgan Creek subdivisions. In Creekshaw, you're going to find multiple builders. Okay, you have David Weekley, Highland, K. Hovnanian, and they have some really nice amenities. All right, they have a pool, amenity center, walking and biking trails. Builders in Creekshaw have been accepting offers as low as 89% of list price. Now, you'll be in Royce City ISD in both of these communities. And speaking of which, the Texas Education Agency gives Royce City a school rating of an A. Now, greatschools.org reports that 50% of their students score above average. Now, between the two subdivisions, you're gonna find your best prices in Meadows at Morgan Creek. Now, this is a cute little subdivision. It's got walking trails, nice little pond, but it is absolute carnage there. Your main builder here currently has 7 homes listed for sale, and they've accepted prices as low as 76% of their list price. And that's no anomaly either. Their average accepted price is 86% of list price. Now, some poor souls actually paid up to 95% of the list price. And the thing is, they probably thought they were getting a great deal too. And this is what happens when you buy without a realtor. What's even worse is since this sale is on the MLS, that buyer had a realtor who didn't do their job. You see, Texas is a non-disclosure state. I mean, you can be an absolute master negotiator, but the only way you're gonna know what homes they're selling for, how motivated a builder is, and what offers they've been accepting is by using a realtor. But the realtor also has to do their job, right? Speaking of which, if we sound like the right fit for the job, you're definitely gonna wanna check out our Let's Find Home questionnaire that you can find in the description section. If you're wondering if Morgan Creek is in your price range, the average sales price is $344,000. Now, some homes sold as low as $293,000. It's about a 40-minute drive to downtown Dallas and a 35-minute drive to Plano. If you're looking for an affordable home, even under $300,000, you may really want to consider Meadows at Morgan Creek. Well, next we headed north to Collin County, where we found fantastic, massive price drops in Wiley. Now, homes in Wiley are staying on the market for an average of 46 days before they're selling at an average of 94% of their list price. The population in Wiley is 62,434, and it's growing at a rate of around 2.5% per year. So definitely not the explosion of growth that we're seeing in Royce City. Wiley has 22.1 square miles and a population density of 2830. So it is quite a bit more densely populated. The top 2 neighborhoods for price drops are Wyndham Ridge and Kramer East. Now, Wyndham Ridge is a small community with virtually no amenities other than just a little bit of green space. Your top builder here has been accepting offers as low as 85% of list price, but their average accepted price is 96%. So that tells me, that it's not a full slaughter fest, but under the right conditions, you can get a good deal. Now, both Wyndham Ridge and Kramer East are in Wiley ISD, which is an absolutely outstanding school system. It ranked an A by the TEA, and 95% of their students score above average, according to greatschools.org. And that is literally among the best in all of Dallas. So there is a lot to get excited about in Wiley ISD. The neighborhood with our biggest price drop of all was Kramer East. Now, Kramer East has some nice little amenities. Okay, they've got like a pool and a playground and trails. They've shown some pretty strong motivation here. There have been offers accepted as low as 85% of the list price. Now, that's not an unusual occurrence either, because your average accepted price is 91% of list price. So again, sadness for the poor buyer who walks in and actually pays list price here, because there are definitely price reductions to be had. Now, if you're wondering if Kramer East is a good fit for you, homes are selling at an average of around $658,000, and it's about a 40-minute drive to downtown Dallas. We weren't ready to leave Collin County just yet. So this time we stopped off at Prosper, where homes are staying on the market for an average of 75 days before they're selling at around 95% of their list price. Prosper has a population of 41,752 and a growth rate of 10.6%. So it's growing faster than Wiley, and yet not nearly as fast as Royce City. It spans 25.2 square miles and has a population density of 1657. Now, when it comes to schools, Prosper boasts a TEA school rating of an A, and many people who move to Prosper do so because of their excellent school ratings. Now, that being said, greatschools.org recently updated their ratings, and now they're showing only 56% of Prosper students are scoring above average. Now, that is a huge drop, and I triple checked to make sure I was looking at the right city, because in the past they've always had like 80 to 90% of their students scoring above average. So that rating really surprises me. I will say though that Prosper is very widely known for parental involvement and dedication, so I would be really surprised if the rating stayed at 56%. All right, when it comes to neighborhoods, Star Trail takes the spotlight for the biggest price drops. Star Trail is an absolutely breathtaking community. Okay, they have a clubhouse, huge outdoor lounge areas with like this fireplace and a big screen TV. They have 3 resort-style pools, a 1-acre playground, and lighted tennis and pickleball courts. Your most motivated builder in Star Trail has been accepting offers as low as 81% of the list price. And they have a lot of exposure too. Okay, we're talking 7 move-in ready listings and another 18 coming soon. Their average acceptance rate is 90% of their list price. So again, whatever you do, don't go to Star Trail paying the full list price. If you're wondering if Star Trail is a good fit for you, the average sold price of their homes is $1,136,000. So if your price range is above $1 million and you like the sounds of luxury, Star Trail may be a very good fit. And don't forget the convenience factor. It's only a 15-minute commute to Frisco and 40 minutes to downtown Dallas. From Prosper, we headed west over to Aubrey. Now, homes in Aubrey are staying on the market for an average of 55 days before they're selling at an average of 95% of their list price. Aubrey has a population of around 9,550 and a growth rate of 21%. Now, Aubrey is absolutely exploding in growth, and it only has 3 square miles, so it's already crowded. It has a population density of 3,155. When it comes to neighborhoods, you'll find your biggest price drops in Silverado West and Sandbrook Ranch. In Silverado West, some builders are accepting offers as low as 77.6% of the list price. Now, that being said, even though we've seen prices as low as 77% of list price, your average accepted price is 96% of the list price. So that tells me they're not super flexible on price, but I will say this, with as much inventory as they have at Silverado West, plus with being in the slower season, I bet we'll see them getting more flexible. Now, in terms of schools, Aubrey received a TEA school rating of B, and according to greatschools.org, only 1% of their students score above average. Your neighborhood with the most significant price drop in Aubrey is Sandbrook Ranch. Now, within this neighborhood, there have been offers accepted as low as 83% of their list price. Now, I realize earlier I mentioned Silverado West accepting offers as low as 77%, but what I like about Sandbrook is the price drops are consistent. Your average acceptance rate is 89% of the list price. So don't go to Sandbrook Ranch and pay the list price, okay? Just don't. If you're concerned about commute times, Aubrey is not going to be your place of choice for downtown Dallas, okay? It's like an hour drive. However, that being said, Aubrey's only a 30-minute drive to Frisco, and a lot of people commute there. If you're wondering if either of these neighborhoods are a good fit for you, like price-wise, the average sales price in Silverado West is $398,000. In Sandbrook Ranch, it's $676,000. From Aubrey, we headed south and west over to Argyle. Now, homes in Argyle are staying on the market for an average of 90 days before they're selling at an average of 93% of their list price. Argyle has a population of 5,281 and a growth rate of 5.92%. Now, Argyle is somewhat small in size, though they're not as small as Aubrey. Okay, it spans 11.4 square miles with a population density of 463. Now, let's talk about schools. Argyle does not disappoint. It has a TEA school rating of A and a perfect 100% great schools rating. When it comes to the housing market, you're in luck because Harvest takes the spotlight for biggest price drops, and it takes the spotlight for numerous awards. It won the Master Plan Community of the Year for 2017, 2019, and 2022. I mean, it has its own lifestyle director along with social clubs, annual festivals, hobby groups, community groups. I mean, it really takes the master plan concept to the absolute next level. It has a pool, a beautiful lake, fitness area, event lawn, clubhouse. Oh, get this. It even has a huge community farm meant to garden enough produce for the entire community. At Harvest, we're seeing offers accepted as low as 85% of the list price. The average accepted price is 96% though, so we're not showing like quite as much flexibility as we'd like to see. Now, if you're wondering if Harvest is a good fit for you, the average sold price is $617,000. When it comes to commute times, Argyle will make for a good commute to downtown Fort Worth, which is a 30-minute drive. A commute to downtown Dallas would put you closer to like a 45-minute commute. From Argyle, we headed south all the way past downtown Fort Worth until we ended up in Mansfield. Now, homes in Mansfield are staying on the market for an average of 97 days before they're selling at an average of 93% of their list price. Now, Mansfield has a population of 77,653 and a growth rate of 2.2%. So it's growing, but it's not at all exploding in growth. Now, it spans 36.7 square miles with a population density of 2,117. Now, if we take a closer look at the neighborhoods, Birdsong takes the crown for the neighborhood with the biggest price drop. They're accepting offers as low as 85% of the list price. Now, that being said, the average acceptance is 96% of the list price, so there's not a whole lot of, great flexibility there that we'd like to see. When it comes to schools, Mansfield earned a school rating of a B from the TEA, and 19% of their students scored above average. Now, remember how I mentioned Prosper's ratings had really dropped with greatschools.org? Well, Mansfield has done the same thing. Okay, their ratings have been excellent in the past. So the drop to 19% really surprised me. When it comes to our biggest price drops and most motivated builder, we're gonna head on over to South Point. At South Point, there are offers being accepted as low as 88% of the list price. Now, at Birdsong, we saw offers as low as 85% being accepted. But what I like seeing here at South Point is our top motivated builder has an average acceptance rate of 90%. So they're giving discounts consistently across the board, and I love seeing that. So overall, we're seeing motivation in numerous areas, Plus, we're seeing a lot of exposure. One of the best things about Mansfield is their commute. If you're wondering if it's a good fit for you, it couldn't be much more centrally located. It's a 30-minute drive to downtown Fort Worth and a 35-minute drive to downtown Dallas. Now, price-wise, their average sales price is $660,000. From Mansfield, we headed north until we ended up in Arlington. Now, Arlington is a huge city, but in this video, we're focusing on the far north side. New construction homes in Arlington are staying on the market for an average of 129 days before they're selling at an average of 93% of their list price. Now, first things first, let's talk about Arlington itself. It has a population of 390,000 and it's not growing at all. And that's no big surprise, all right? It's mostly landlocked between Dallas, Fort Worth, and Irving, so it just doesn't have the room to expand. It's around 95.8 square miles with a population density of 4,076. Arlington scored a B with the Texas Education Agency, and 26% of their students score above average. Now let's talk about the neighborhoods. Viridian takes the spotlight for the biggest price drops in Arlington. When we think about motivated builders, we're seeing offers accepted as low as 86% of the list price. Our top motivated builder has 13 active listings, so there is definitely some exposure there, but so far the average acceptance rate has been 96% of list price. Now, Viridian has some fantastic amenities with tons of pocket parks and its own lake with a beach. Now, is it a good fit budget-wise? Well, the average sold price of homes with our top motivated builder is $602,447. Now, commute-wise, Arlington is actually even more centrally located than Mansfield at only a 30-minute commute to either downtown Dallas or Fort Worth. In fact, of all the cities we've talked about so far, Arlington is probably your most centrally located, but we're only going to get more and more motivated builders as we work our way into the fall and winter months. Now, there's no mystery of how to identify motivated builders. In fact, if you want to know how to identify them for yourself, all you need to do is check out this video. In the meantime, Wendy out.